5 things I did wrong as an introvert in college, especially a predominantly white institution, aka PWI. Just got in town, and I won't let you. So I'm gonna just hop right into it for y'all. I went to two predominantly white colleges. Wasn't privileged with the income to be able to go to a HBCU. I didn't want to get charged out of state prices, so we stayed in state. And as I was writing these 5 things, I was like, wow, I have truly grown. One of the things I did wrong in college was joining a sorority, which I am currently in the process of denouncing, to actually pledge the Divine Nine sorority, because where I was, there was no historically black sororities. Not doing my research before joining a sorority. Now, I say that because as an introvert, when I went to college, I was like 4 hours away from home, no car, no nothing. I didn't know anyone besides my roommate. In college, they have these things where you can see the organizations that are available on campus, clubs you can get into, just stuff you can do to get involved with the college and get involved in college besides going to your classes and back to your room. I said I always wanted to join a sorority. They had this sorority that I chose, and I was like, oh, I really like this sorority. Let me just go with this. And I just automatically picked it off the strength that, from what I've known and like what I've researched, well, I didn't research, but from what I've known, a sorority are Greek organizations. They provide sisterhood or brotherhood, something like where you're supposed to be tight knit. And that was not what it was at all. I was the only black girl in my sorority. I definitely felt like an outcast, but not really. But it was just like, okay, I'm the only black girl. I remember, and I'm joining a sorority, for sisterhood, supposed to be your automatic friendships, but I quickly learned that was not the case. I remember one time I was walking on campus, and this is when I was pledging the sorority. I remember walking on campus and I saw one of my well, I don't know if this was after or before I pledged, but I saw one of my sorority sisters. I was like, hey, because when you see somebody, you speak. And she just completely ignored me. I was like, okay. That's not sisterhood. And I remember making a Facebook stat. And I was like, you supposed to be sisters. What's the point of having sorority sisters if they're not going to acknowledge you with a simple hey or wave and say hi? And it wasn't one of those things where, sometimes you don't see people. No, I was literally right in her face. She saw me and I was like, hey, so-and-so. And she just kept walking as if I didn't exist. But I hurried up, deleted the Facebook post, and then one of my friends from college was like, yeah, I saw your post, and I just felt so bad because that is so weird. So that is one of the things, that's one of the many things I feel I did wrong. So if you want to being involved in a sorority, fraternity, organization, definitely do your research. Like I said, I'm in the process of denouncing my membership from that sorority to join one of the Divine Nines that it's 2 of them that I'm really interested in as far as the graduate chapter. Definitely do your research before you join a sorority and make sure that it's the right fit for you. And I don't even recommend joining a sorority your freshman year because they do have fees, and if you're not financially privileged, it could cost a lot. So just to keep that in mind. The second thing I did wrong in college: procrastinating on opportunities, especially as a freshman going to a PWI. They had this opportunity at the college I was attending where they call it the multicultural students could attend, aka for students that look like me, black, Hispanic, minority students, where we could attend the college earlier than what students were typically arriving at the college for. And me being last minute, I emailed them like, hey, I would like to do this. Wasn't checking my emails, Then they were like, we're done accepting people. You had to do this and this and that. And now that I think about it, I should have fought a little bit harder because they definitely could have made room for me if I had fought a little bit harder. Because the first no is just don't really feel like dealing with it. But if I probably would have kept pushing, they probably would have allowed me to come earlier. And I think that I would have been more like comfortable. I probably would have met a few people that look like me instead of me coming later and trying to find where all the black people were. Besides the BSU, the Black Student Union. The third thing is not staying home. Staying close to home. I was 4 hours away from home for the college I went to before transferring closer to home, where I was literally 10 minutes away, because I just wanted to be grown and I wanted to get away from family. I wanted to experience life as a newly grown young lady out in the world. Back then, they did not have Uber Eats. They didn't have Uber where you could call a ride. They didn't have, what else do they have? Like Instacart where they bring their groceries to you. They didn't have none of that would offset me not having a car to go get groceries, or go to the Walmart down the street, or go to the mall or anything, or even catch an Uber to go get products for my hair, because they did not have products for black girls or ethnic products to do our hair. I wasn't thinking about that when I was like, oh, let me go 4 hours away from home, be independent. No, I hated having to ask people, oh, if you could, can I ride with you? Which would be once in a blue moon, to go to the store, giving them gas money because I needed to go grocery shopping. Like, you don't think about stuff like that. Or I would wait on my husband. He would come visit me. He was my boyfriend back then, and he'll take me to the grocery store. But that was like once in a blue moon that he was coming up there, because then when I had to come home or during the holiday break, I had to catch the bus. And the Greyhound bus that I had to catch is like, you had to wait at this stop. I had my suitcases. I would have my one college friend sit at the bus stop with me, because it was just like, I just felt secondhand embarrassment, and I'm already like an introvert and I don't like people looking at me too long. But that was a thing I didn't think about, like getting to home. It would be it's a 4 hour drive, but an 8 hour bus ride to get home. That was like $80, and that was a lot for me because I was a broke college student. I wasn't thinking about any of that when I picked to go to this school. I definitely would have stayed home, close to home. I went to an out-of-state college if I decided to, where I had family and I could just call them and they would, no hesitation, pick me up, take me go get some groceries, or brought me things. But now y'all got to sweep, because y'all have Uber Eats, Instacart, Shipt, Amazon, all these things that can just come to you. You don't have to leave campus, but back then you had to leave. Fourth thing, going places with people, or going places and walking alone or leaving alone late at night. Do not do that. Especially now with like the racial climate and everything. I was walking back home, going places by myself. Like, I would go with people that I shouldn't have kept going in, but that was me trying to just be involved where I shouldn't have been involved. And I would walk back home by myself like at 11 p.m., midnight, or whatever, or I might call my husband while I was walking, because I knew it wasn't safe. Don't do that. I remember going to this one party, or this random YT dude tried to kiss me. And I was like, what the? Like a random dude. And I was like, this is not that. He was like, oh, I thought you wanted a kiss. Did I say I wanted a kiss? And I remember another party I went to, a dude was trying to have some touchy with me. I'm like, I don't know you. Why would I do that? Like, this college life, because it's kind of nasty. Definitely don't be going no places alone. And if people can't walk with you back to where you're going, even if they're not ready to leave, don't go with them people. Those are not your real friends. They really are associates, and they don't care about your safety. Because ain't no way I should have been walking blocks and blocks when I didn't come by myself to go back home. The next thing was not really enjoying the full college experience. I wish I would not have still be focused on graduating, getting good grades, and focused on graduating. But I definitely was all about working to pay for school, or like paying for books after, you know, all the funds FAFSA went through, and working, going to school, working, going to school, working, going to school. And given that it is a privilege to not be able to work and go to school, if I was to go back, I would definitely enjoy life a little more, enjoy the college experience, put myself out there more and get involved with the fun things and not always being about career, but actually have fun in college. That is one thing. I say live life with no regrets, but if I could go back, I would definitely change that and make sure that I enjoyed the full college experience. I probably would not have been working. I would have made my mama give me some money since I was still being claimed on her taxes. When I have children, I want them to be able to enjoy college, be able to enjoy high school, not have to worry about paying a phone bill or have to worry about getting groceries, because I was definitely doing all of that myself. Bonus one, even though I said 5 things, the bonus one for me, I'm looking at this, y'all, if y'all see me looking, was I wasn't being myself. I was definitely trying to fit in where I desired to fit in. Those were not my people. I wasn't being myself, so therefore, I wasn't showing up as my best self because I was trying to embody something that I wasn't, and I wasn't comfortable. I was embodying, like, all I can think about is trying to fit in when I wasn't supposed to fit in. I was just supposed to be myself and stand out, and that was good enough. I would have definitely been myself and been who I was and find environments that I could thrive in, find groups of friends that I could thrive with, build a close relationship with. I was just trying to insert myself in places that I really wasn't supposed to be. I didn't belong in. I could say anything to the person, to you watching this, is just be yourself. Don't feel like you have to do things or go to parties, join a sorority or even a fraternity or an organization that's really popping to enjoy the college experience. Make your college experience fit you, so you meet the right people. You attend the events that you know you can talk in, that you know you could just chill and be yourself without judgment. Because I was attending parties, and honestly, I'm not a party girl, but I'm like, okay, this is what college experience is supposed to be. This is what I need to be doing to enjoy my college experience. No, I'm not the party girl. I'm not the drinker girl. I'm not the smoker girl. I'm not the one that's going to do it. I was definitely the one like, hey, let's go grab a bite to eat. Let's talk a bit. Let's go to this social gathering. They talking about some art stuff. That was the group I needed to be with and just could not find. But then again, I didn't realize that was my group of people. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what was your biggest takeaway or if you can relate. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. Ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruit